to read through job description number 1 from Unique Learning. And it's important when you apply for a job that you know what you like and what you don't like. No one wants to do a job every day that they don't like, right? It's more enjoyable if you like what you do because it's a lot easier to get out of bed in the morning knowing that you're going to enjoy going to a job that you like to do. Now, location is very important. You should probably know where you're applying for the job and where the job is going to be, because how are you going to get there? If you have no way of getting there, then you probably shouldn't apply for that job. So let's read through this job description. The location of this job is the N2Y Amusement Park. Now, it doesn't give a city or a state, but if this person is applying for this job, they probably should know if it's close to their house and if they're able to get there. Me personally, I live in Youngstown, New York. I would not be applying for a job in a place like Columbus, Ohio, because it's in a whole nother state and I don't plan on moving from my house to another state, so I wouldn't apply for that job. Just like you might not be able to apply for a job at Darien Lake if you don't have any way of getting there. If you have no ride, then you probably can't get that job and you probably shouldn't apply for it. The job title, Souvenir Shop Salesperson. You should probably know what a salesperson does. That means that they're selling products to customers that come in. And the souvenir shop usually has fun things like cups or teddy bears. Sometimes they have candy to sell from the amusement park. I'm sure if you've been to Darien Lake or Fantasy Island, you know that they had a souvenir shop. Niagara Falls is quite popular for having tons of souvenir shops with Niagara Falls written on them, whether it's t-shirts, hats, cups, that type of thing. So that's what a souvenir shop is. You should always know what the position is that you're applying for before you show up, because if you have no idea what a souvenir shop is or what a salesperson does, and then you get there and you're like, uh-oh, I don't think that this is the job that I want, then you probably shouldn't have applied for it. So the duties are things that you're required to do, that the boss is going to tell you, you need to do these things every day or once a week. The souvenir shop salesperson must be friendly, polite, and enjoy helping guests. The salesperson must be well-groomed and wear a uniform while working. The salesperson is expected to stock shelves, use the cash register, and clean and organize the store as needed. Now, that pretty much spells it all out. You need to be friendly. No one wants to go into a store and somebody's real grumpy and doesn't like working with people. If you don't like working with people, you shouldn't be a salesperson. It also says they expect the person to be well groomed. That means that you need to make sure that your hair is brushed, your teeth are brushed, that you're wearing clean clothes. And they also say that the person is required to wear a uniform. So you're probably going to get a uniform that you're required to wear every day. Even if it's a hideous, ugly uniform, that's what you need to wear every day. You just can't come in wearing whatever the heck you want to. And another thing that you need to do is it says you need to stock shelves. That means placing the items organized on a shelf. That's something that comes with the job. You also should know how to use a cash register, which means that you should be kind of good with money or able to read what the cash register says that you need to give for change or get as payment for products that people are buying. If you don't think you'd be good at that, this might not be the job for you. Specific job duties: stock shelves, clean and organize the store, use a cash register, and help guests find souvenirs. So they give you the duties there. If any of those things sound like something that you would not like to do, you probably should not apply for this job, right? Hours and times. This is important. You would be working Friday and Saturday from 12 p.m., so that's noon, until 5 p.m. That's 5 hours. Now, if you have something going on in your personal life between the hours of noon, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., and you won't be available during that time, should you apply for this job? No. If you're not able to work the hours that they're asking you to work, you should not apply for this job. You're wasting everybody's time by applying and showing up to do an interview. Now, the job skills and attitudes. You must be friendly and polite to customers. As I said earlier, no one wants to walk into a souvenir shop as a customer, ask for help, and run into somebody who's grumpy and angry and doesn't like working with people. You should like to work with people and be friendly. You must be comfortable wearing a uniform. Like I said, you just can't come in wearing your street clothes and whatever you feel like. You need to be required to wear the uniform that they give you to wear for the job. And you must be able to complete cleaning tasks as needed. Sometimes people come in and they break an item. You have to sweep it up. You might have to dust. You have to organize. Sometimes people spill things on the floor. It happens. So you have to make sure that you clean up. If that's not something that you would like to do, you should not apply for this job. So this is job description number 1, and it has to do with working at a souvenir shop at the N2Y amusement park.